Sometimes you overthink. Others, you just can't breathe. Life gets overwhelming. You want to run away, but you can't move. You are suddenly filled with fears, or you start feeling dizzy out of the blue. Maybe your heart starts racing for no reason, or you think you are about to faint. You want to hide, you cry, but you don't understand why. Am I about to die? You can't explain this. Where is this monster coming from? That is precisely what anxiety is, a monster that you try to defeat every day. I want to help you. I have been there. I tried so hard that I was finally able to tame the monster and turn him into a master. All those life lessons and my path to heal are here in the Anxious Manifesto, a wellness guide for the anxious mom. I invite you to learn more about my project and get to know me better. And if you decide to contribute to my cause, I will be forever grateful. Hello everyone, I'm so happy that this day finally is here, the launching of my book, The Anxious Mom Manifesto. It has been almost 2 years working on this project, and this is a very exciting moment for me. I'm gonna have a lot of guests tonight, people that have helped me to make this a reality, and we're gonna have surprises and gifts and a lot of nice conversations. We're just gonna have fun tonight. While other people tune in, I just wanna give quick thanks to my family, my friends that always have helped me and read all my books and my posts and everything. And I wanna thank the fellow moms that have touched my life. This book is for you, especially for my mom. Mami, este libro es para ti. So I got a little emotional, sorry. This is live TV. That's how it is right now. So, okay. I want to show you a lot of some of the things that somebody asked me the other day. Why 18? I have no idea, to be honest. But then I started doing a little research, and apparently it's a very spiritual number. It has something to do with healing or something like that. So I thought it was very, 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 very cool to finally found out that 18 actually has a meaning. And I sat down and I realized that these sentences were my mantras and what kept me reminding me that I had the tools, and that anytime that I would feel anxious, I can regain my center with any of those sentences. So one day I said, like, why I need to share this with other people. I need to share this story and my journey, because when I started a few years ago writing about this subject, I remember a lot of moms were telling me, "Oh, I feel the same. I so relate to your stories, but please don't tell anyone that I told you this." And I was like, why people are not or are afraid to just speak about anxiety and the ugly side of motherhood, because motherhood is awesome. We love being mothers, but it's hard. It's something that takes a lot of work, a lot of effort sometimes, and when you feel anxiety, it's challenging. So I was determined to tell my story, and that's what it is. This book is just my story, the methods that help me. I will give you my story for inspiration. You can try my methods. Some of them you are gonna find useful, some of them probably not. But what I want to do is inspire you, and that's all. And I want to show you. This is a very cool thing. I made these little cupcakes. Well, not me. I asked for somebody else to make those, and my kids are waiting for me to finish this because they want to eat the whole book. So I'm so happy to have everyone here. And as I told you, I have a lot of guests. And my first guest is someone that read my proposal, was one of the first persons that read my proposal for the book. And when I received the letter that every author dreams of, to finally get the letter that tells you your book is approved. I want to develop your book. And that happened to me. And if you are a writer and if you are dreaming about having your book and your story out there, just keep going, keep persevering, because that's what I did until I found the yes that I was looking for. So, okay, my first guest is David Hancock, founder and CEO of Morgan James Publishing, the house that opened the doors for me, this book. He's a Wall Street Journal best-selling author, recognized by NASDAQ as one of the world's most prestigious business leaders, and is reported to be the future of publishing. David serves as president of the executive board of Habitat for Humanity Peninsula and Greater Williamsburg, and is chairman of the board of the National Center for the Prevention of Community Violence. David has also authored too many books to list them here, but they include Performance-Driven Thinking, Guerrilla Marketing for Writers, and The Entrepreneurial Author. David, thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate that you are here giving us this little time, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity you gave me, for the chance to make this wonderful book. And, now is the beginning of a nice story, I guess.
That's right. Well, it's a privilege to be here with you tonight. I'm actually calling in from vacation, so I'm at the beach cottage. I did not want to miss this. So,
nice.
Privilege. Yeah, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the book. It turned out beautiful. The cover is amazing, and your spirit is just so refreshing. It's an honor to be a part. Absolutely. When your literary agent first connected us, I immediately resonated with the content. Obviously, I'm not a mother, but I'm married to one, so I really could relate to some of the examples and stories in there. And then sure enough, when I presented it to the pub board, it was like, yeah, we've got to do this book. Easy decision.
That's great to hear. And I'm so happy that you gave me the opportunity. And that was my first question. Like, what were you attracted to of my proposal?
It's a number of different things, but the proposal, before we even had a chance to meet on the phone, was really just, it felt real. It felt honest. It felt like it was needed. And as I mentioned, some of the stories I could relate from just hearing from sisters and my bride. So it really just kind of felt like it was needed and real, and the passion was coming through. And then after we had a chance to talk, you had me hooked in. In fact, for us, 80% of our decision on which books to accept and which books to not to accept are based on the passion and the enthusiasm of the author. Who are you? What are you doing? And why? And you passed all those questions, and really was contagious. So that was an easy decision. The rest of the details could be worked out. But the book turned out really, really good.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the whole process. And actually it was a first time for me to work with a publisher like you, because I've been self-published before. So for me, it was a little, it was exciting, to go through the whole process. And I know it took a little time, but people don't know that for making a book, it takes time. It takes, a lot of effort from many people.
Right.
Maybe we can tell the audience here a little bit, just briefly, why this book took so long. Why? Plus, I know it was the pandemic, the middle of the pandemic, but we made it happen.
Right. Besides that, it does take time to bring a book to market properly. And it takes patience. And it's a process. There's a lot, as you mentioned, there's a lot of people involved. Certainly prepping your audience for the book coming out is very, very important. You've done a really good job at that. But we also have to make sure that our team is on board, that we're making all the right decisions together. There's research to happen both on your side, as you know, and on our side. How does the book fit? How does it compete in the marketplace? Which books does it compare with? Which books does it actually compete with? And we have got to find those identifying things, because as we present it to our sales team, we've got over 140 sales reps throughout North America and abroad to pitch the book to the bookstores. We've got to make sure that we've done our homework so we can present you properly. And then we actually have like an informal, pre-sales conference with the team. And then we actually present the book in another sales conference. And this takes, time. And then After that, we've got to produce the book. Then we have to send out for professional reviews. And we've got to make sure that the sales reps actually have a copy of the book when they go out there. And all the while you're creating conversation and noise about the upcoming book, then, we're sitting down with the bookstores to talk about co-op opportunities, placement opportunities, and then finally printing and then distributing the book to all the warehouses and giving time for the bookstores to have the book. So yeah, it takes a process. It's definitely an exercise in patience, but it's worth the wait. Absolutely worth the wait.
So I'm very happy. Let's tell people where they can find the book then.
So the best thing, no matter where you are in the globe, the book is available where you normally buy books. And if you're in North America, it'll be in your favorite bookstore when you go in tomorrow, or even in the UK and parts of Eastern Europe as well. But typically, wherever you normally buy books, you'll be able to get the book. And it's available both in print, physical, which I love, as well as your favorite and preferred ebook edition as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, David. And please keep enjoying your vacation. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's my privilege. And I'm so excited for you. And keep on with the party. This is really cool.
Thank you so much. Bye. So let's keep this going. I hear my producer is telling me we have some comments from the audience. Let's see. Oh, I see a lot of people telling me right now this was very needed. Yes, I'm glad to hear that, because people is afraid to ask for these stories or to admit that these stories are needed, and that's why I want to talk with my next guest, because I wanted mothers that actually were going through this process like me, and just see what they were thinking. And I found my next guest in a group of professionals, and I was asking for volunteers to read my book. So she's one of the first people that have read my book. And I am so excited to welcome her to my launching party. Her name is Mona Nikki Ligbani. So thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to hear what you think. But first, I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself and why you wanted to read this book.
Sure. First, thank you so much. I remember the post that you posted for a volunteer. You said, "Is there any moms in the group? Anyone here have anxiety?" And I read it and I was like, check. I'm a new mom. I'm a pharmacist by work. I'm been working through the pandemic, and needless to say, my emotions have been running very, very high for over a year now. And I became a mom in December of 2019 for the first time, a few months before the pandemic really hit. So, yeah. When I had my baby, everyone was encouraging me to go to mommy and me groups. And I said, yeah, maybe when he's, my son's name is Leon, maybe when Leon is 2 or 3 months, then I'll go. Maybe when he's a little bit older, I'll feel more comfortable to leave the house. And, as life has it, that's when the lockdown really was put into place. And I didn't have that experience. And I'm so thankful for your book, because I felt like it was that experience that I was so needing. It felt like I had a friend, a best friend mom that was just telling me her experience. And you've taught me so much. Really, thank you so much. I sincerely needed this opportunity to help you more than you needed me.
I'm so glad to hear. Tell me, maybe, what did you like the best of what you read?
Honestly, what I liked the best from what I read was the way that you spoke. It felt like a conversation. When you give a lesson and you give your tips, I can remember that throughout my day. I had a very stressful weekend, actually. 2 weekends ago, we went to visit family for the first time. I think I told you, I took your book, I have your book electronically. I said, I'm going to have my time to read. And I did have some time to read. And what was really helpful was, like I said, you make the reading feel like a conversation. And so, my favorite lesson on breathing, for example, and you said, keep persistent with trying your breathing techniques. And so when it was time for bedtime and it was the first time Leon was sleeping anywhere outside of his room, I had to remember, Mona, keep breathing, keep going with your breathing techniques. Okay, now count with each of your breaths. And I could really, really hear your voice. That was my favorite part of your book. It's the lessons, but it's also how you communicate, because I could tell that you were talking from your heart.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear that you find this useful, and that's all I want to just communicate to the readers. I want to be that mom friend, but I want them to feel like I'm there, being in their mom tribe, exactly like that. So, how you would recommend this book to other moms that are dealing with anxiety and other mental health issues?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I remember when it was my baby shower, I got, the standard things that were so useful: diapers, diaper bag, all of that. But I was thinking about the best recommendation I can give to my girlfriends, my family members. I honestly, I'm going to be including a copy of your book. This is how much your book has helped me. I believe that this is something that we can read for ourselves, but I also believe that this is a great gift to give to other people, especially advocating for mental health, postpartum. It can be a lonely time, and it can be a lot of long nights. So I read a lot of books in the first few months. I would have a hard copy while I was up in the middle of the morning nursing my baby, and it was a great thing to have. So I believe that's one of the ways that I'll definitely be recommending your book, gifting it to people that I love.
Thank you so much, Mona. I really appreciate your words and your time. And just know that you have me, and whatever you need, I'm still gonna be here for you and for all the readers that get my book. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mona. So here you go. Well, I want to show you. She was mentioning something very important about the book, and I want to show you each chapter. And you see this little guy, that's the anxiety monster. I'm going to talk about him in a little bit. I have the chapter developed, and then I have the lesson and some tips. So each chapter has something that I learned that I kind of find useful for the audience, and then the tips that can help them to cope with the particular situations and that they can relate to it. And yeah, one of the most important parts of the book is the little monster, which I use it. I'm a fiction writer, so I had to use some personification, and I tend to use personification in everything I do. I even have a name for my car. So when I was trying to find the methods of to deal with anxiety, I decided to create this character, the anxiety monster, because I needed to have the anxiety outside of me. I needed to see the monster out, and I gave him traits as a human. And I found that just seeing him outside helped me so much. So I call my good friend, and I think I love her illustrations. She's been working with me in every single book I have. So I called Tatiana and I told her, listen, I have this idea. So we talked a few times about the monster. She gave me some of her ideas, and then the monster was alive. And since then, well, okay, the rest is history. So I want to welcome Tatiana to this wonderful party, but I want to tell you a little bit about her. So Tatiana It's from Russia. Hey, Tatiana. And she's one of my best friends, and she's an amazing illustrator. You have no idea, guys.
Thank you.
She's a creative explorer and illustrator. She was born in Siberia, Russia, and lives with her son Leonardo in Atlanta. She enjoys nature, photography, coffee, and sunrises and sunsets because, according to her, the sky is the most beautiful sight in the world. She also loves fantasy books and movies, especially works of Hayao Miyazaki. Welcome, Tatiana.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy and so excited to have you here. And this has been a big journey. It's been years of you and me working together and giving life to this monster. I want to tell the audience how did that happen? Like, we have a great connection. I know that I can instantly tell you something and you get my ideas and then you transmit them so powerfully and beautifully on the drawings you make. So this is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working for years, and usually I have styles, like illustration styles in mind to try out. And when I do, you usually call me and say, "Hey, I have this idea," and I already have a style for it already. And for this particular book, I wanted to try doing. I really love black and white photos, and I wanted to do colorful illustrations on top of it. That's how it started.
I want to show you guys the beautiful illustrations. This book is so pretty. I actually love the way it came out. And what is the part that you enjoy the most working with me in this project?
Well, it was kind of exciting for me too because I was going through some stuff, and you were writing about anxiety, and for me, it was kind of relatable, and I was dealing with things through I deal with things through illustration. So
it worked like this. Like, we use the monster like cathartically, and I think we both went through this process together, and just sharing this moment with you is very special, very special. So thank you so much for your wonderful work. And I want to tell you something very funny that happened. A week ago, I was in another live event, and I was showing people the monster, and somebody told me, "Ah, it's so ugly." And I was like, "Well, that's supposed to be ugly. That's supposed to be uncomfortable. What do you tell people that say, 'Oh, that's ugly'?"
Well, for me, anxiety is not pretty. It's everything. It's excitement, it's ugliness, it's worrying. So the monster had to be ugly and cute and fat. So, yeah, we were going from there. Like the first versions I did, they were kind of evil looking, and you didn't like it. And then we talked about it and collaborated some more, and the monster was born.
Oh yeah, I remember it had like red little eyes, like kind of devil eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But it turned out really, really good. And as always, the illustrations are gorgeous. You are a wonderful illustrator, and I'm so happy that you participated in this book. If you see all my books, she has been there since day one,
Yeah.
doing all the covers, doing everything. So this is so special for me, Tatiana. So thank you so much for sharing your talent with me.
Well, thank you for having me, and working with you is really great.
Thank you so much. So I'm gonna let me tell you. Speaking of the illustrations, and we had these 18 sentences. We got these little packages. So guys, I'm raffling these little packages that you can have the illustrations and the sentences. They are stickers with the illustrations that Tatiana made, and those you can put them in a journal. They are very beautiful to put in a journal. So for all the people that are commenting, I'm gonna be raffling those after the event this week at some point. I'm gonna announce who the winners are. Also, I'm gonna get 2 signed copies and the poster. So keep commenting, keep sharing this event, and also you can order the book on Amazon tonight, or you can go to your favorite bookstore tomorrow. It's available everywhere. And let's see some comments. Yeah, again, the illustrations make a lot for this book. I believe that it's a balance between the story and having that visual, and the monster specifically is a very, very important part of the book. I'm gonna welcome my next guest, who is also a great illustrator and who actually was the she did the beautiful cover. This cover is like I loved it. So welcome, Corina. She made this cover. She came to the team and gave a lot of fresh ideas, and we love the way she was transmitting the messages. And when we told her about the cover, she immediately captured because I wanted something uplifting. I wanted that people, when they see the cover, will feel that it's something that can inspire and motivate you to get better and to heal. So thank you so much, Corina. So I love this cover. You captured perfectly what I wanted so thank you for that. So tell me, what was for you working in this cover?
It was so much fun. This was an exciting project to be a part of, and getting to work with everybody. It truly felt like a collaborative experience, and having everybody come in with their own strengths, and Tatiana with her lovely character designs. It was so much fun to get to take those and work with them to bring more of the visuals to life.
How you came up with this? This was brilliant to use the eyes on the cover.
Yeah.
Since the beginning, when I saw this cover, I was like, it's like somebody looking at me. Like, oh, the monster is looking at me. So tell me about that. Tell me about the elements that you used, like the eyes, the colors.
Yeah, like you said, we wanted a cover that was going to empower and bring be a positive cover, not be a negative thing, but we still have the contrast of the existence of some anxiety in there. And the eyes in particular, we just have a little hint at them, like it's a peekaboo. So they're not angry exactly. When you look at them, they're not necessarily angry or scary. They're just existing. So that's why I picked those particular eyes, and we just have a hint at it. Like it's the anxiety that you're existing with. It's there even when it's not in the forefront. And the color, specifically the yellow, I chose because, as it being the main color, the yellow is actually an anxiety color, and not everybody knows that. Like if you paint a whole room yellow, that's supposed, in like your bedroom, that's supposed to not be good because it can give you some anxiety feelings. So that's why I chose that for the main color. But then we have the contrast of the happiest mom illustration, and then we have this bright strip of red, which brings back that feeling of being in control and feeling empowered. So that's the feeling behind the cover that we did. And then we've got this big bold font too. That's also showing the empowerment.
What was the thing that you enjoyed the most working in this project with us?
I had so much fun helping out with, we did some social media images too that Tatiana and I worked on, and those were so much fun. It was like eating popcorn, doing one after the other, and using her illustrations too. She had some beautiful hand illustrations, and the monster too. Those were a lot of fun to work on and bring my own elements to.
Well, thank you, Karina. Thank you so much for sharing your talent and for this beautiful cover. I can't be more happier about how it turned out. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure working with you.
Thank you so much. So somebody was asking me here a little bit. They were saying maybe you should develop an app about anxiety. Actually, that's on the plan. And that's why I want to talk with my next guest, who is actually the creative director of Momches. It's a platform that was born with the idea of the book. But then we decided, like, let's take the book further. Maybe we can help. We just don't want to finish with just the book, but we want to create a lot. We have some digital products that we started with, and we have a lot of plans with this platform because we want to help a lot of moms to just feel better with themselves and take care of their mental health. And when I asked Claudia, and actually we have been also working for so many years, I know her for like I don't know how many years already, but when I asked her, this is what I have, that my idea, and she said like, okay, let's I jump in and we are gonna create this together. So welcome, Claudia, to this Anxious Manifesto show.
Hola, Pau.
Thank you for being here. Let's tell these people what are it's. We have a lot of plans, you guys. Like we wanna do an app, games, products, but it takes time. It's not easy. But I want Claudia to share us her vision for what is in store for Momches.
Sure. I mean, it's been such a fun experience to work on this with you. Like you said, we've known each other forever, and we've basically been through each other's ups and downs and highs and lows. And I've seen you conquer and adjust to living with anxiety, and not only that, but just like make it part of your life and not have it take control. And it's not like you came to me with this idea out of a random. It was kind of a very organic sharing of, hey, I'm working on this, like, what do you think? And it was such a very organic and natural way for us to just start brainstorming ideas and coming up with so many things. So yeah, so on the short term, just evolving the digital content is the main thing. Spanish editions of everything, having just a whole lot more ideas on how to explore the content we already have. We're beefing up our website and coming up with an upgraded version of the website soon. So that's on the short term. And then midterm, we're looking at evolving the way we interact with this content specifically. So yes, the app is going to be next. Having a very hands-on and easier way to interact with the content on the go and also just as part of your life, like we use our phones all the time. So just being able to incorporate the breathing exercises, the meditations, the exercise, you do a lot of anxiety control by running. So having that, incorporating those aspects into an app, it felt like a natural extension for the brand.
And I want to see that little monster, maybe in a game, maybe it's running and you run from the monster. I don't know. We will share more ideas later. But I wanna know, what have you enjoyed the most in this whole year and a half, I guess, that we've been working on this? What you have enjoyed the most?
Oh, well, the challenge. It's just been an incredibly challenging opportunity. And I mean it in both a very rewarding way and a challenging, like it really took a lot from us, in the sense that it took a lot of time, it took a lot of effort. There was a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. It was just, it pushed us to find new ways to be very creative in how we approached communication of a topic that not a lot of people want to talk about, in a way that you already made very easy to read and very engaging in the book. But how do we take that into the visuals? How do we take that into social? How do we take that into the website? That's been so incredibly fun and rewarding. And talking and working with people, talented people like Tatiana and Corina. And so we've talked about the beautiful illustrations and how much work that was. And then Corina coming in at a pivotal moment and like really taking this home with the book cover, and being able to just flesh out so much stuff in such a short period of time was really, really great.
I want to thank you because I really have learned a lot from you. And sometimes, I can have an idea, but I don't know how to translate it visually. And you come with another idea, and then it's like, okay, yeah, let's do that. And, I love working with you. And I'm so happy you jump in this project with me. Why did you decide, okay, I'll jump in?
Like I tell you, it wasn't like an on-off switch. It was just very organic. It just sort of happened. And to me, those are the best ideas. Anything that's fun and I get to do it with my friends, I mean, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, right. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here and for being my partner in crime in this Momshoes platform. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pau.
I want to tell you guys that this platform idea was not out of the blue. It was actually, and this is like how the whole process actually started. When I did the proposal of the book, I have this map of the proposal, and I start sending out to a lot of agents, and as you know, authors receive a lot of rejection, and that doesn't necessarily mean that your work is not valuable or that they don't. It's just like you need to find the right person to work with and that connects with your message. So one day, I received this letter from an agent, and he was kind of rejecting the book, but at the same time, he gave me very, very good advice. He said to me, your message is awesome, your proposal is awesome, but you need to develop this platform. So that's how I met Michael Eveling. He is the CEO of Eveling and Associates. And he explained me in the letter why it's important for an author to have this platform. And he opened my vision of how to just go further than the book. He couldn't be here and live today, but I have an interview that I did with him a few days ago. He has over 20 years of publishing experience, and he has worked with a lot of best-selling authors. I attended a boot camp with him where he helped me to think of the book and dissect the messages from the book and turn them into products that can help people and can take the messages of Momshoes to actually make a difference and make an impact. So I wanted to see this interview I have with him, if we have it ready.
Sometimes you overthink. Others, you just can't breathe. Life gets overwhelming. You want to run away, but you can't move. You are suddenly filled with fears, or you start feeling dizzy out of the blue. Maybe your heart starts racing for no reason, or you think you are about to faint. You want to hide, you cry, but you don't understand why. Am I about to die? You can't explain this. Where is this monster coming from? That is precisely what anxiety is, a monster that you try to defeat every day. I want to help you. I have been there. I tried so hard that I was finally able to tame the monster and turn him into a master. All those life lessons and my path to heal are here in the Anxious Manifesto, a wellness guide for the anxious mom. I invite you to learn more about my project and get to know me better. And if you decide to contribute to my cause, I will be forever grateful. Sometimes you overthink. Others, you just can't breathe. Life gets overwhelming. You want to run away, but you can't move. You are suddenly filled with fears, or you start feeling dizzy out of the blue. Maybe your heart starts racing for no reason, or you think you're about to faint. You want to hide, you cry, but you don't.
So I don't know what happened. We had a technical difficulty with the interview. So I'm sorry. I don't know if we can show it maybe later. But I'm so happy to have all of you here. I want to see some of your questions. Somebody was asking me if I got emotional writing the book. Of course I did. It actually, I had to relieve a lot of past experiences, and I've been through a lot dealing with this anxiety issue. So for times it was like a little hard, but I think I needed to go through that process again because I needed to tell the story as honestly as I could. So yes, I got emotional. But I wanted to know that I wanted to be very honest, and maybe some of the things that you might read are a little personal, but this is necessary. And I think that's why moms need to talk about our issues more openly, more honestly. Know that motherhood is not a competition, but we can lift each other. So that's the message I wanted to transmit. And again, I'm gonna show you. Oh, also I forgot to show you these bookmarks that I'm gonna be giving away also. Don't forget to comment, and if you buy the book tonight, you can show me that you bought the book, or maybe in the previous days you bought it. So or you can buy it again and give it to somebody else. It will be great if you can help me out. So I'm gonna be raffling all of these products, and obviously I'm gonna be giving some of the copies. And thank you for all these comments. Thank you for being here and share with me this moment. Is very important for me as a writer and as a mom. Writing the book and discovering all what I have here made me stronger, made me believe that no matter what conditions you have in life, you can enjoy your life, you can enjoy motherhood to the fullest, and anxiety can be a tool and not a menace. And you can use it on your favor, and you can overcome anything if you put your mind into it. And this is a proof of that. It has been 2 years of work, and now the story is yours. I want to show you some videos of some moms and some friends that decided or shared their thoughts of this book. And I am very happy that I have them somehow involved in this launching. So if we have the video.
I have known Paola for more than 20 years. Her fiction books are an inspiration for the new generations, not only for the story, but also for the courage and bravery of the messages that we can find in them. Now that she's publishing her Anxious Mom Manifesto, I feel more than proud, not only for what the book represents for the community. I'm not only talking moms around the world, I'm talking for the people who suffer anxiety around the world. And also I'm extremely proud of her achievements.
Paola, I'm so excited about your new book and I'm very proud of you. I have read some chapters and I feel that a lot of people can relate to them. It takes a lot of courage to speak about anxiety, especially when you're a mom and we want to be perfect. Thank you for writing this book from your heart. I know it will be a very helpful tool for a lot of people. Congratulations on your new adventure.
I am super proud of Paola Sur for putting together this book that is going to help so many mothers. I'm a mom of 3 and I really know how hard it is to raise your kids while you have a job, you need to manage the household, you need to take care of the husband, and you need to do so many things that sometimes you have anxiety, you have depression, and you don't even feel what's going on. So I think that with the help of Paola in this book, she's gonna guide all of us through the process, through what it is to live with anxiety, and more than that, how can we be able to transform the anxiety to be in control of our lives and to be able to tame the monster, as she say. I wish you the best, Paola, with this book that I know is gonna help a lot of women, a lot of moms like me, like you, and I would recommend it to everybody. Just join the Anxious movement, get your copy of the book, and let's support each other on this journey.
Paola, congratulations on your new book. I've already read some of the chapters and I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and for being so honest. It's so important to have a platform where we can discuss important issues like mental health. So I appreciate so much you doing it and being so candid about your experiences and inviting other women to share their experiences and feel like they're not alone and there's a safe space to do that. Good luck with your new book. I can't wait to have my copy, my print copy, and I'm excited to see where this journey takes you. Bye.
I've been waiting for a long time for someone to tackle this topic, anxiety, in a very different way. And I am so pleased that someone was you. You did a great research. You explained everything very accurate and clearly. And even with a little bit of humor. I love the most the little monster. That graphic is just a delight. And you teach us how to name our own and learn how to deal with it. I am so thankful for you to have the courage to share with us your journey through this life experience. And I want to thank you personally for your life-changing advices. Thank you so much again, Paola, and congratulations again for your book.
Oh my God, I get so emotional seeing all these messages and all the comments. Sorry, it's very emotional for me. I'm so happy. And let's see other questions. I got somebody is asking, what is the one thing we men can do to help women through anxiety? You know, I talk about this in the book. Personally, I remember it was very frustrating at the beginning for my husband and it was difficult in my journey because sometimes people, they want to be there for you, but they don't know how to be there for you. And as the anxious person cannot explain it. So you have to work together in a way that you can communicate what you need and to be crystal clear. So I guess, what I want to transmit with the book is that, and I give some advices on how to talk with your partner and to your friends that you have this anxiety monster. And sometimes we just don't need anybody to fix us. And that's probably the main problem in communication that we have with people, because people think that you are asking for a miracle, that, oh, let me fix you. We don't need that. What we need is support. Somebody that tell us, I am here, you're safe, I'm listening, or sometimes just a hug, or sometimes just I love you, I'm here for you. It's what we need. I wanted to to read this in my book. And that's another thing. You don't have to be a mom to read this book. You can be also a husband that wants to help your wife going through something like this, or you even yourself have anxiety. And I have a lot of tips there that anybody can use. So this book is for anybody actually that want to find methods to cope. And I give tons of ideas. So I hope you guys find this book useful. I want to, okay, there is another question. Yes, I do. Like what I explain in the book is that sometimes you need, it's a combination of things. It's not only one thing that will help you, but not what helps one person might help the other one. So you have to do the work. And this is something I explain in the book. You have to do the work. You have to find your own of the whole things that can help a person with anxiety. You have to find the ones that work for you the best. And yes, I do recommend therapy. I went to therapy. I also went through a spiritual awakening in this process. So therapy up to a certain point work, but you need to keep digging deep. And you will find that there is a combination of things that you can use. I also recommend, there is another thing that I have. It's called the Anxiety Distractor Body. And I have several of them, actually. When I'm feeling anxious or when I'm having a panic attack and I can call that person, or even my dog is an anxiety distractor body. So there is a combination of things. I wanted to explore that in my book, and I can't wait to read the comments after you read my book. The time is almost up, but I want to read something that I wrote for people in my book. It's like a poem that I wanna show you guys, and it encapsulates the whole substance of the book. That is uplifting and that it's inspirational. I am a being of light. I carry inside a strength that nothing and no one can take away from me. As my path goes by, I'm taking the lessons of each day, knowing they were necessary for my learning and growth. I am not alone, and I remember we all need each other and that all our purposes are interconnected. I am the best I can be, and that is the only value where I need to put my focus on. I refuse to see anxiety as my enemy. I recognize it as a master that is providing me tools and lessons to be the person I came here to be. For my children, for my family, for myself, for those around me. I am love, and through love, I heal. So that's it for you guys. I am so happy that you were here with me in this amazing night. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this little thing right here. Again, guys, comment, keep sharing this link because one of you is gonna get this beautiful poster. I have to give thanks to my cousin, who's also a very talented creator. Her name is Karen, and she has a store called Bell, and she made this. She does an absolutely beautiful calligraphy. It's like beautiful. So this poster can be yours, and it has the 18 declarations of the manifesto. And again, I'm having these little stickers that you can put in your journals and the book. So order it. Order one for your friends. Create a book club. I'm gonna be doing a lot of sessions with readers. Go to my Instagram account and you're gonna find all of my links there. Go to momchoose.com, subscribe to my weekly newsletter because I'm having there a lot of like weekly. I'm having resources and things that you can find useful to have fun and just keep healing, keep uplifting each other. That's something I want for us moms. I want to leave you with that message. We need to uplift each other, and we're here in this wonderful motherhood experience. So let's help each other. Thank you so much for being here and for buying my book, for reading it, for sharing it. My love to you. Thank you so much.
Sometimes you overthink. Others, you just can't breathe. Life gets overwhelming. You want to run away, but you can't move. You are suddenly filled with fears, or you start feeling dizzy out of the blue. Maybe your heart starts racing for no reason, or you think you are about to faint. You want to hide, you cry, but you don't understand why. Am I about to die? You can't explain this. Where is this monster coming from? That is precisely what anxiety is, a monster that you try to defeat every day. I want to help you. I have been there. I tried so hard that I was finally able to tame the monster and turn him into a master. All those life lessons and my path to heal are here in the Anxious Manifesto, a wellness guide for the anxious mom. I invite you to learn more about my project and get to know me better. And if you decide to contribute to my cause, I will be forever grateful.